The term abuser has become firmly associated with the image of a male tyrant. Yes, domestic violence by men is a pressing issue. However, women can also play the role of aggressors in relationships, and it's important to talk about that too. Today, I'll share with you the key signs that can help identify a female abuser. 13 signs of female abuse. While abusive techniques do not have a gender and can be utilized by both men and women, today we will focus on how the female approach to employing these methods often appears. In most instances, it involves tactics of psychological manipulation. 1. Sensitivity and silent treatment as a form of punishment. We all can feel hurt and express negative emotions when reality doesn't meet our expectations. However, being oversensitive can also serve as a convenient form of manipulation for a female abuser. They exhibit nonverbal signs of being offended, but may not openly admit it.
No, you're imagining things. Everything is fine. I'm just behaving as usual. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. Everything's okay.
You don't understand what exactly you've done to upset them, and they either don't explain the reason for their offense or use vague formulations that leave you with unanswered questions.
And can you figure out yourself why? Why should I have to explain anything to you? You think about it, remember yesterday very well.
You're additionally accused of not figuring out the cause of their offense on your own.
I thought you could have figured it out yourself. You just don't understand anything. Oh, you still don't get it. The nerve you have.
You are punished for an offense you don't understand with demonstrative silence, being ignored, or the woman seems to deprive you of yourself as a form of punishment. 2. Devaluation, blame, and insults. Another effective tool of abuse is devaluation and manipulation through feelings of guilt and shame. A manipulative woman can use both nonverbal signals and reproaches, mockery, and insults for this purpose. You regularly see a displeased expression and a silent reprimand in her gaze, eye-rolling, hear heavy suggestive sighs. But the abusive woman doesn't want to directly talk about what is bothering her. Sweetheart, what's wrong? Are you upset about something?
No, everything's fine.
You're constantly reproached for not being good enough at something.
Of course we can't afford that, considering your low salary. You don't look good, not athletic at all. You're too buff, look like a dumb jock. You're not a good enough father, always at work. You're not a good enough father, can't fully provide for the kids.
They might constantly use hurtful nicknames or direct insults against you. And if you point it out, they accuse you of lacking a sense of humor.
Well, come here, monster. Oh, our daddy's finally back. My chubby. What did I say wrong? Can't you take a joke?
You are regularly compared to other people in an unfavorable light, or hints are dropped about others' successes in contrast to yours.
Oh, Dan and Ann have such a beautiful house, unlike ours. And Yulia's husband is already an assistant director. He doesn't waste any time. Jack recently gave Janny a new iPhone.
They make you feel unworthy of true love and understanding.
Who needs you besides me? And who else would tolerate someone like you?
3. Gaslighting. This is a classic form of manipulation in abusive relationships, where a person makes you doubt your own sanity. You are regularly convinced that your memory is faulty.
Oh, come on, that never happened. I never said anything like that. No, we didn't plan to meet. That's why I didn't come /left for another place.
They constantly label you with various diagnoses.
You're sick, psycho, paranoid, schizophrenic, sadist.
4. Emotional irresponsibility. Another characteristic tactic of a female abuser is partial or complete refusal of emotional self-control. Your partner acts without considering the feelings of those around her or the context of the situation.
At the corporate event, my wife got drunk and started maliciously teasing me in front of my subordinates.
Your woman exhibits inappropriate behavior in public, justifying it as emotional expression.
You threw a tantrum in the shopping center, crying, shouting, and insulting me because I refused to make a purchase. Well, you just hurt my feelings, and I'm very emotional. You should understand.
5. Gender manipulation. A female abuser may regularly use gender-specific characteristics as a weapon to assert her interests when she needs to justify her behavior.
Well, I'm a girl, very sensitive, so I lost control. I'm a woman, I act intuitively, and your sister was practically asking to be insulted.
When seeking additional privileges.
Yes, I spent a significant amount from our joint budget without discussing it with you. But I'm a woman, I deserve more. You should be providing for me, otherwise what's the point? You promised at the altar. You should make me happy. It's your duty, your obligation.
6. Isolation. A female abuser gradually or immediately isolates you from your close circle, those people who can offer you support and care, help in your professional life, and contribute to your psychological well-being. Attacks may also be directed towards children from a previous marriage. Isolation can be achieved by applying pressure through veiled insults and passive aggression, instigating feelings of guilt.
What, going to your friends again? Well, I see. Heading to your relatives once more. No, I'm not against it, of course. It's just so interesting for me to sit here alone. Going to see your son again, sure, and our daughter is obviously not a priority for you.
Ultimatums can also be used.
It's either me or your friends, choose. I don't want you talking to your sister. Choose who matters more to you. Make a choice. Either you're with us or you go back to your old family.
7. Hypercontrol and unhealthy jealousy. Another manipulation method is total control over your life, probing into the tiniest details of your past and present, checking social media, reading messages, studying the list of followers and friends, regular calls, demands for video calls to show your surroundings, demanding regular reports on personal expenditures. In this hypercontrol, a female abuser often uses jealousy as an argument. You get the sense that you're already considered guilty, and she is just searching for evidence.
You're all the same, insensible. Where did the extra $100 go? Who did you spend them on? Started working out, you must have found someone on the side. You work with a female colleague. There's definitely something going on between you two.
8. Hypercare. A female abuser can literally smother you with her care and take on the role of a mother figure, controlling your daily routine, diet, free time, clothing, self-presentation, lifestyle, and even work processes.
No, you won't wear that shirt anymore. I bought you a new one. Now you'll only eat like this. We're becoming vegetarians / going on a diet. It's not up for discussion. You shouldn't behave like that. Nobody respects you. I'll teach you how to act. You need to fire that employee / conspire against your boss.
9. Manipulation with third parties. A female abuser may also appeal to unknown people to evoke feelings of jealousy, shame, and self-doubt.
Oh, I have a new admirer messaging me. An oligarch proposed to marry me, but I chose you. Appreciate that. And my former classmate offered to take me to the islands.
10. Manipulation through children. A female abuser may also turn the children against you, manipulate their minds, and alienate you from the parenting process.
Mom said you don't love us enough. Dad, is it true you're leaving us for another lady? No, I don't want to go out with you. I want to be with Mom. She's nice and you hurt her. Don't interfere. I know how to raise my kids. They deserve this punishment completely.
11. Blackmail. Another common manipulation tactic of an abusive woman is blackmail in various forms. Through intimacy.
No sex until you make up for your mistakes.
Through marriage.
I'll definitely divorce you.
Through children.
I'll take them away, strip you of parental rights.
Through your relatives.
I'll tell your mom so much about you.
Through her own relatives.
I'll tell my dad that you hurt me and he'll beat you up.
12. Sexual manipulation. Sexual relations are one of the most common tools of a female abuser. You notice that your intimate life increasingly resembles transactional and market-like dynamics.
Don't want to buy me this? Fine. Sleep on the couch and don't touch me. Hands off. When was the last time you gave me flowers or gifts?
You are regularly made to feel guilt and shame for your intimate needs and desires.
You dirty animal. That's all you care about. How can you even talk about that? Pervert. You're a narrow-minded, lustful fool.
13. Property and physical harm. Finally, there are explicit forms of violence. In society, there's a stereotype that women typically use only psychological manipulation, and physical aggression is attributed solely to men. However, this is not always the case. A woman may intentionally damage and destroy your property, treating it with demonstrative disdain.
Well, big deal. I messed up your car, slammed the door. It's just a can. Why are you getting so worked up? Yes, I threw away your gaming console. What? Are you a child? You don't need it, and the extra money won't hurt us. Yes, I broke your laptop. Yes, I know you asked me not to and warned me, but you know what? It's frustrating. You act like that gadget is more important to you than I am.
And finally, a female abuser can also resort to physical violence against a man, tickling, pinching, scratching, biting, slapping, punching, throwing objects, and even attacking with a weapon, such as a kitchen knife. These situations become extremely awkward for the man due to socio-cultural norms, and the woman can always justify her actions by the characteristics of her gender, even using her gender as provocation.
You upset me and I got angry. So what? You're weak. Go ahead, cry some more. It's your fault you pushed me to this. Are you going to retaliate now? Will you stoop so low as to raise your hand against a woman? Come on.
Have you encountered female abuse or noticed these methods in your own experience? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments.